Hey Michigan fans, thanks for stopping by. Full show here. Just talking little Michigan versus Penn State. Apologize if I'm a little quiet. My kids are sleeping. I just got home from watching the game. It is what it is. Michigan fell behind 21-0. The offense looked terrible. Part of that, I'm sure, is on Patterson. He looked totally out of it. I mean, think about it. The first play of the game, really, Michigan had to call a timeout. They weren't ready. The atmosphere got to Patterson, and so did well-timed blitzes by Penn State. And Michigan fell behind 21-0. It's going to be very hard to come back from 21 points down, especially on the road in Happy Valley. The referees, they may played a part in the game as usual. You get the calls that don't go your way, like the pass interference where the tight end shoved Hudson off for the touchdown. The pass interference where the guy comes over, I think it was Collins' back, maybe it was Peoples-Jones' back. Should have been a first down. Even Kirk Herbstreit saying they blew the call. Then you get the calls, other calls, you know. It is what it is, and both sides could say what calls went for them, what went back. You know, so refs are what they are, but that was a big switch there. Really, it was what? It was a 21-21 game or something like that, maybe. Or 14. It was 21-14, and then the Levert Hill holding call. I think the next play or two, they hit that Hamler for another deep bomb touchdown. So let's talk about Hamler. What a star player he looks to be. And I give Penn State super credit for getting the formation set up so they would have our safety, Metellus, at least was on the last one. But so you would get a safety covering their speed demon guy, and just gone. Just gone. That's where the defensive coach, Harbaugh, has to call a timeout to redo it, because that was terrible. And they got that 2 times and give their quarterback props for seeing it and getting it to where it needed to go. And he put the right amount of air under the ball, and the guy ran under it perfectly. They took advantage of it. Michigan, in the second half, dominated the game. The first half, Penn State dominated, right? Just another loss. Now Michigan, under Harbaugh, is I think 1-10 on the road versus ranked teams. You know, I was impressed by how Michigan came back in the game. Outside of a drop by Ronnie Bell, this game probably would have gone to overtime, and who knows what would have happened. But hey, that's the way it goes. Penn State made the plays, and Michigan didn't quite make enough plays. So it is what it is. Another loss for Michigan, another loss for Harbaugh, and I'm just kind of happy, if you will. This game was obviously much more enjoyable than the blowout of 2017 in Happy Valley and such. So it's just disappointing, though, that we had the game in our grasp and they just didn't take advantage of it. Too many mistakes, too many penalties, too many defensive lapses. Coaches, maybe it's scheme, whatever. Penn State out-coached us on a couple plays there. The deep ball was open most of the game. Just could they get it? Well, that was the real trick. That's Don Brown's defense mostly. Are you going to get it or not? So, just what it is. Michigan, after the first, down 21-0, they turned it on and, played better. I'm hopeful that Michigan's offense can actually keep this going, because Penn State hadn't given up 14 points in a game, and Michigan obviously got 21. Hopefully Michigan's offense can get the ball going a little sooner against Notre Dame and, maybe pull out a win. We'll see. I'm not holding my breath, because this team seems to find a way to lose. Like tonight, fall behind, drop a game-tying touchdown pass. Another loss. But it is Michigan, and they're my team, and I'll go for them. I'll still watch the games. What are your takeaways from this game? Mine, positive. The offense seems to be kind of coming around. Patterson looked terrible in the first half. That pick that he threw that set up the third touchdown, just a horrible pick. He wasn't even watching. He's like, oh, there's pressure, I'm just going to throw it. He looked terrible in the first half. The second half he turned around. I was really impressed by the offensive play calling in the second half. They really took advantage of spreading the field, getting some speed and space. But me and my brother, we were talking about how it's funny if we keep running up the middle. We're like, speed in the middle. No, that doesn't work. So, I was happy about seeing Patterson's improvement in the second half. I was happy about seeing the offensive play calls improve, and the defensive play really picked up too. So things improved. It's still a loss. My negatives, obviously, the offense doesn't score, fall behind 21-0. The defense can't get off the field, fall behind 21-0. Again, you have weird things where Michigan tries a 58-yard field goal. We really got outplayed on special teams. We ended up having the ball at like the 10-yard line almost like every start of every drive in the first half. It flipped a little bit in the second half, but special teams was terrible. Really hurt Michigan a lot this game. So, my pros and cons. Hopefully Michigan can keep it somewhat rolling into Notre Dame week. Again, a big power team coming in. Again, going to be a national audience. Again, maybe they can get a win. At least it didn't get blown out. I mean, that's kind of how pathetic this is now. Michigan didn't get blown out, so I'm like, we were holding on to that. I didn't think they were going to win. I mean, flat out, I didn't think they had any chance of winning the game. And for them to be in the fourth quarter with the ball, the chance to tie the game, that's pretty cool. But again, they just don't take it. They don't seize that. A good team seizes that opportunity, pulls that game out, gets that win, gets a statement win, propels their season forward. Michigan, meh, doesn't get it done. That's just what it is. Michigan, I mean, if they're not careful, they're looking at a 7-5 season. 2 losses. Still got Michigan State's going to be tough with their defense. Maryland, Indiana, Ohio State, I don't even see a chance of beating them. And you got Notre Dame. So, if you go 3-2 the rest of the way, well, that would be 8-4. So, if you go 3-2, you finish 8-4. And that's going to be pretty disappointing, though, when you look at how the hopes were at the beginning of the year. A little bit of a ramble there. Hey, appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate all the subscribers I'm getting. Really cool. And as always, write me comments. I'll try to respond as I can. Thanks for watching. I know I said that, but yeah, thank you. And I do like doing these videos. All right. Talk to you next time, and go blue.